It is a big problem. However, the vision of the company eventually is kind of to build the first operating system for facade. Obviously, when you look at window cleaning alone, it's a huge problem with a huge demand. And while we're adding all of these areas, we are not adding people willing to do this job. It's a very dangerous and complex job. There is a huge demand for that. So the cleaning obviously is kind of the first thing that we're doing. But from day one, it was very important for us to do more than just cleaning the facade. Ido Genosar, co-founder and CEO of Verobotics. We're building a robotic platform for building exterior. Cleaning is kind of our wedge or the Trojan horse to get into the building. And while we're doing the cleaning, we're actually collecting data. We're building kind of a visual map of the building exterior, which is kind of the biggest blind spot today for building owners or for building operators. And we're giving them some kind of a very unique operating system. We started the company 5 years ago, but the journey started 40 years before. My family is the biggest facade construction company in Israel. They've been doing this for the last 40 years, doing high-rise, the exterior, the design, the manufacturing, the installation, and the support. The way we maintain them didn't really change in the last few decades. So it started very organically when I said, okay, there is probably some kind of a solution out there. So we started to speak with companies in Japan, in China, in the US, Germany, France. However, at the end of the process, we couldn't find any companies that actually solved the problem, which is a very complex problem. It was a very heavy systems, was like 400 pounds, 500 pounds. And I think the biggest factor is that all of them were using the crane on the roof. Someone told me a while ago that while other companies were trying to replace the man sitting inside the basket of the crane, that Verobotics understand that, okay, you need to kill the crane if you want to do it. So when we approached this, it was clear for us that we want to build a lightweight solution that will be easy to scale, easy to deploy, easy to install on the building. My co-founder and CTO, Itai, is kind of a MacGyver. The experience side is been doing this officially for the last 20 years, working both for commercial company and military company, really build UAVs, robotics, autonomous cars, you name it, he did the whole spec. And I think that this is kind of the unique part of the robotics, that myself coming from the problem, from the business, from understanding the unit economics, to really working with someone who is breeding engineering, be able to combine the two. I think this is what was also helping us, to build a new category from scratch and to be able to already be on more than 100 buildings and to collect so much data and to be working with some of the biggest companies around the world. So when we started, we've partnered quite fast with CBRE, which is one of the biggest facilities companies around the world, and with Wix, the technology company. And they were kind of an early adopter, giving us the capabilities to deploy the robots, and we're able to build some kind of an agreement from day one, really, when it was just kind of a prototype, to go and to test and to deploy as much as we can. And I see that the thing that we've learned is that first of all, it will never be perfect. And I think that especially when you're building robots, but you just need to spend a lot of time in the field outside of the laboratory. I think this is like one of the biggest lessons that we have. Every scenario is different. For us, it's not that every building is different. Every side of the building is different, because you have reflection, you have different winds. The more you're outside on the wild, testing, checking, pushing, validating, I think the more progress you will have on the development and the understanding of the scenarios that you will have. So when the robot traverses the building, we have 5 cameras. We're using the cameras for the navigation as well, but also for collecting the data. And one of the unique things that it's on the secret sauce is that when we know the movement of the robot, of the actuators, and we're mapping it and attach it to the CAD of the building. So this is what is allowing us to know exactly where the robot is on the building, and also to build a mission for it. But most and foremost for the inspection is that every picture that we're taking, we know the exact location of the building. And the things that we are tracking is basically anything that the camera can see, whether if it's cracking or cracking glass or degradation. Sometimes the aluminum is kind of detached or holes in the silicone. And it's really something that today, only after it happened, people know it happened. I'm always saying that it's like a cavity in your tooth, right? If you didn't find it at the right time, then it's going to be a very expensive and painful process. And about the operating system, imagine a real estate company that they have like dozens of properties. So they want to be able to track not just the cleaning, which is obviously important, but also the health of their building. If they have any issues, if they need to fix something, so we're able to give them kind of a full visibility on all of their portfolio. And then we have cleaning device. We are planning to add different kind of tools for window buffing, which is kind of polish the glass when there is scratches. Another solution that we're looking to develop is for clocking, meaning that sometimes there is a silicone and there is a hole or it's displaced or anything like that. So we want to be able to solve these issues as well.